All right, I'd like to call the Buildings and Grounds Committee meeting for Wednesday, April 22nd, 2026 to order. And our first topic is Bucks Beautiful.
Okay. So we are, another one is going to run in a second. So we'll.
Okay.
So this is our Roots and Shoot. This is part of our Roots and Shoot group at the middle school.
How you doing?
Good. I'm Mary Arlea.
Hello.
Hey, everyone. Hey, everybody.
She's good.
And then we have two, maybe a third one coming.
Yep.
Introduce it.
Yep, so we'll introduce them. So the Roots and Shoots group kind of came about as a result of the garden club and the science club. We kind of joined forces, and it's a bit of an environmental club. There's probably about 14, 15 kids in the group, and everybody kind of has something that they're into, and have this group of, well, there's Logan's coming as well, spearheaded this project with Bucks Beautiful. And they're going to tell you a little bit, they're going to walk you through the presentation that they actually sent to Bucks Beautiful in order to ask if they could be given, every year they give out 5,000 daffodils to a school. And they were asking if we could be our school this year. So when Logan comes in, he'll just join. Or if I click through this, are you?
I mean, would you prefer us to wait? We can move on to
Yeah, we
another
can-
agenda
if you
item
wanna wait.
so that we
It's
don't.
only going to be a minute or two, so maybe.
Yeah, that, I mean, as
Sure.
long as you're okay
Yeah.
with that,
Yeah.
so,
He's gonna, yeah, he'll be happy.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want anybody to miss out.
Leave
This
it
is-
out. That's what I said. Fred.
All right.
I mean, tennis court repairs isn't nearly as exciting, but we'll move to that.
We're nothing, but it's not flexible, so.
All right, so tennis court repairs, as we discussed at a previous meeting, tennis courts are in pretty bad shape as far as cracking and things. They've been repaired in the past. So I did have, AstroTurf come out. All these companies kind of combined together. It used to be Nagel Sports, but AstroTurf came out and gave us a, cost for doing a repair. It's basically thoroughly clean surface, pressure wash, and then repair all the cracks, and get the color as close as possible. I'm also gonna get two more quotes from Keystone and, Keystone Sports. And put the other one down. Sports Field Specialties. And they'll be giving us another quote. This quote came in at $43,685. They suggested, there's a long-range plan which they gave us for a complete repair, which is more or less it's called Classic Court. Comes with a 50-year warranty. And it is, it says more of like a concrete, which can go over top of what we currently have. So I'm just looking into that, but I can bring that up a little.
That's
Yeah.
a new option.
Yeah, it's a new
We
option,
haven't had that before.
right? It's basically a newer. They'll take up the blacktop. But it sounds of it, no, it depends on the height. It depends on the height that's there now. You know,
And you say 50-year warranty.
50-year warranty is what they have on it, yes.
So they make a big slab,
Basically a big slab, yes.
one for each court, huh?
What's that?
One for each court?
I think it's one, they'll do all four courts with
I
one,
mean,
one,
one big slab for all
yes, I
four?
believe that's what they're going to do.
So, but this isn't the 43, this is. the
Yeah,
other
this is
option
just the
coming.
repairs.
So what, I mean, I can't remember, but I know it was a couple years ago that we did a repair.
It was 10 years ago, I believe is what it
Oh,
was.
was it
Silver
10? Was it that long
Yeah.
ago?
It doesn't seem like that long.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like that long ago. I trust you. It just
I have,
doesn't seem that long.
I can look up the date.
Okay, and it's the same thing that's happening again.
Yeah, well, and it's continuing. So where they did what happens is it shifts a little bit more, everything's falling down, everything shrinks back together, what they did the repair with shrinks back together.
Right.
And it's also elongating. So it ended here, now it's another 10 feet out to
Okay.
the end. And the worst part, I mean, most of it is off court, but there are a few that are on court. And the bridge, it's all those
Mhm.
this spring. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the worry is obviously injury. It's almost at a point where
Yeah.
they don't want.
Yeah, no, of course. All right, well, thanks for, getting the other quotes on the repair and then, although we probably all better be laying down when we get the
Yeah.
price on that, let alone sitting down, but it's still better to have it and, and know what our options are.
Yes.
We would repair it. Could they get it done for when?
Fall is when the
For fall.
um,
Actually,
boys play in the fall,
yeah.
girls in the spring.
Well, we could do the repair over the summer
Mhm.
and then for.
Okay, well, thanks. More
Sure.
details to come, right?
More details to come.
Still waiting.
Okay.
No, we're gonna go. She'll-
I mean, we're okay.
We can-
We can
we
keep
can
going if
keep
you don't
going.
mind
I
sitting
mean-
here.
How long is your next thing?
We have a whole agenda. We could just keep rolling until you're ready.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Then when
Okay.
he walks in, we
You-
can do it.
And this is good. And
Absolutely.
this is good.
Perfect.
This is good to hear anyway.
Okay.
So we appreciate you're here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
even if we might sort of trap you at this point. All right, Palms Auditorium.
I would say I'm gonna get the quotes, so I have
Okay.
a better idea
Okay.
once I get the other quotes.
So do you think you'll have quotes in time for our next meeting
Yes,
in May?
I will definitely
Okay.
have quotes by May.
So this will be back
This
in
will be
May.
back in May.
It's good for us to get things in pieces. That way it's easier to swallow.
Maybe I can even have a price on that
Yeah, yeah,
You do
It's
or
a year
don't?
court.
for future.
he doesn't.
What an
Oh, you
ad.
don't?
I'll go down.
No. Okay, gotcha.
Okay, next item I have up is the Palms Auditorium. The invitation to bid has been finalized. We're actually going out, starting the bid process on Sunday for 3 consecutive Sundays. The paper bid, the date. Bids are due in by May 21st. It's pretty aggressive on everything, so, bid documents will be available this coming Monday, April 27th.
Do we
We're also
think,
having-
do we think that's realistic considering how detailed we did ask for the bid to be?
Yeah, they sent all the front end paperwork already and it has everything that we had asked for as far as the, alternatives. And it went to the solicitor and he,
I know my more concern is that what are your thoughts or maybe the engineer's thoughts on companies being able to put together? Because I realize we're asking for a more detailed bid. There's more numbers they have to get together. What I want to make sure is that we're not going to limit the number of contractors that might give us a bid because it's too detailed for the time, for the time frame that we're allowing. I don't know. I'm just asking the question if anybody's thought about that, talked about it, or no, this is what they do and it doesn't matter.
I think that'll come out in the bids. I mean, if we only get 1 bid or 2 bids, then just throw them out,
Start
go
okay.
for a later date.
Okay.
That's how I was, I wouldn't go with just a bidder on,
Right.
on a project like that. So
Yeah.
absolutely not.
No.
Yeah, no, I'm hoping we get,
Mhm.
get a good number.
That's one thing with contractors. They do this all the time, and usually they'll do it by the square foot for a lot of projects. Now the specialties, which they already have figured out, the lighting and sound and stuff. Like I said, they'll be pretty well spec'd out,
Mhm.
Mhm.
Well, and I do know that, not that everybody's using it, but AI is making the bidding process so much easier, at least so I've heard from some large contractors,
Yeah.
so, yeah. So, okay.
We're ready.
Logan's here?
Yeah,
Okay.
Logan's here. Yeah.
Hi, Logan. Hello.
Oh, you guys you just came from the track. All right, so, you want to introduce yourself to everybody?
I'm Logan. I'm Scott. And I'm Nate.
Hello.
And we are here on behalf of the Palisades Middle School Roof and Shoots Club. I'm going to present to you about one of our latest projects. So we are trying to plant daffodils with Bucks Beautiful. So Bucks Beautiful is trying to plant daffodils across Bucks Beautiful, as well as plant trees and help create garden centers.
Do we get the puppy too?
Yeah.
No, sadly.
Okay.
Good question, good question.
So there's Bucks Beautiful is like this whole organization who's trying to just plant a bunch of stuff and make it really pretty. And there's this map of like where they've planted daffodils, and there's like a tour you can take. There's not a lot in our area.
I guess the closest ones are along the Delaware, along the path
Mm-hmm.
there.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be really cool. There's a short video
Oh, yeah, you should show them the plan for video. You're right, you're right.
about Bucks Beautiful.
So we're gonna go, you guys actually, I think, all got this. We're gonna go further in so you can see how they would plant these.
Good. Scale found this wonderful hopper where you can put thousands of daffodils in and it plants them automatically.
It's amazing.
I know, that's too easy.
Dirt and then daffodils automatically fall out in the ditch. And the dirt goes back on top of it and it's like a
Wow.
1, 2, 3
Jeez.
process.
Magic.
That's what I said, that's.
Most of the 6 years been able to plant 1.2 million.
Showing where all these daffodils are. So we have a tremendous number of people from New York, Philadelphia, Baltimore come up and see our daffodils. It's a wonderful.
Yeah, it would just be a quick, they would come out with their machine, just go over, and then.
I thought you guys were gonna be planting.
Well,
There is, we're gonna get, 500 of them separate from what they plant, that we're gonna do like a little planting day where you can have a bunch of people help plant them.
Okay.
and they also, it's completely paid for. Like they give us all the bulbs, they come out and do the planting. And they said 4,500 of them they'll plant. They'll give us if we want, they'll give us 500 that we can plant and they'll prepare the ground for us. We just say where.
Wonderful. Okay.
And then, boom, the next spring would be really pretty.
Where are you talking about?
Oh.
Come up, that'll come up.
Later.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
sorry.
Jumping ahead.
Don't rush it.
Hey.
The reason that we would plant them, as we saw on the map, it would put us like on the map. It would just be on that. And we could be part of the Bucks Beautiful community. It would leave a very good footprint on like, just where we are and they're like yellow, so that's our school colors, purple and yellow. So, it would give our students in the school a very step forward in like into the world of nature and like just really immerse them in the beauty of like the world. It would create a self-sustaining environment, meaning that it would like the daffodils would be able to be easy to mow over with like a mower, and they would come back, and they definitely do grow and they expand, but not by a lot like grass does. So they're technically not invasive, and they just really mind their own business. So other reasons are that daffodils are low maintenance perennials. They're also deer and rabbit resistant. And after they have bloomed and have died, they can just be mowed over. Also, planting would be of no cost at all. They just ask for recognition of them in the district newsletter.
There we go. I like the way they grow.
What it can look like.
Yeah. So
Is
that's,
there dirt there?
there is dirt there right now.
As opposed to like clay.
And that's the kind of the end of their presentation. They did present to the admin in the building, and they got their approval. And you guys are the final step before we can say, yes, come
Mhm.
bring us that.
I think the timing of when these bloom is great because, you know, the cross-country course runs right by there. So, I mean, I think it would be nice to see the flowers when you're running, but it won't conflict with, the cross-country course. So that's great. Yeah.
Well, they won't be there in the fall.
No, they just mowed down.
They-
They're done then.
So when would they plant?
October. And they said we can kind of give them some dates that would work for us, and they'll come out and prep the area that we want the kids to plant in ahead of time. We figured we'd have some kind of celebration on that day. Something fun.
Okay. Any other questions
great.
from the committee?
Where are you thinking about planting the 500?
Well, Dr. Scheibenhofer has expressed an interest in 2 spots at this point, so I'm not sure, we're not sure exactly where. Maybe in that area that's kind of in front of the P, which is blocked by the tree, but there's a little seating area in there.
Mhm.
Or out by the little statue that as you
Mhm.
enter the building, it would probably be in one of those 2 places.
All right. Any questions from the audience? No? All right. Well, thank you so much
Good
for
job.
coming. You guys did a great presentation.
Yeah.
And I think I know what the committee's going to say, but I should ask, are we all in favor of this?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very
Nice job.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Guys, well, thank you. So since you invited us to a meeting on Earth Day and we're the environmental club, you're not getting out of here without a tree.
So what we have in here is 6 of each, it's your choice. We have flowering dogwood or a red oak. And the paperwork, I believe,
Yep.
Mrs. Kesselman
Yep.
has. And
Depending
it
on
tells you a
what-
little bit about it, but yeah, it's definitely appropriate now. So we would love if you would take one and nurture it. The red oak, of course, is going to be the largest of the 2, 70, 80 feet. And the flowering, or it's a silky dogwood. Yeah, will be 6 to 12 feet wide and 6 to 12 feet tall. And that's more like a shrub understory. But that's water loving, but is forgiving in certain areas. And the red oak is tolerant of a lot of different types of soils. So,
Yeah, so
Right,
there's
great.
one for everybody. So you can tell us when Mary will hand them out. Would you like
Dogwood or oak?
I do like coloring. It's like a coloring page.
What do you want, dogwood or oak?
Let's do dogwood. Me too. Would you like dogwood or oak?
Guys.
Boys, want to help?
Yeah. Can you help for that organization? I don't
Let's
know.
do it.
They're
Yeah.
not gonna bite you. Walk up and talk.
Yeah. Dogwood or oak?
We're not sure about
I like
Linda.
a dogwood. I got a spot right between the house and the little pond that'd be perfect for it.
Dogwood or oak?
I guess I'll go
Said
dogwood,
an oak,
although
right?
I'd like the oak.
Dogwood or
I
oak?
think dogwood.
Dogwood.
And sorry, what did you say?
Well, maybe I have to take an oak. We don't have much.
I have enough
room.
room
No,
for
we
it.
have enough.
Oh, okay.
Dogwood or oak?
Dogwood. I got lots of.
I have lots of oak too, but there's always room for
I'm
more.
sorry.
Yeah,
I think we were both dogwoods,
Red oak.
Yeah.
I'd put a nice
Dogwood.
white.
unless you're running low and then.
And a dogwood. Nope. You have it. Yeah. Ta-da. Yay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Birthday,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
To brag about them a little bit, Fox Beautiful said that they wanted to give them this, and after seeing their presentation, they said, we have $1,000 grant that we'd like you to apply for. And they ran around like crazy in 2 weeks and put together everything and got the grant.
Oh, congratulations.
We're replacing bird houses, and we're going to do a little rain garden area.
Very cool. Great job.
Yeah,
Thank
keep,
you.
keep up the great work.
Like a month before the,
Oh, yeah. We got,
the deadline.
yeah, they
Yeah.
didn't even accept anybody else's. They saw their presentation and said, you guys have it.
Done.
Aw,
That's
the way you
great
want it.
job.
That's the way you want it.
Thank you guys for your time.
Sure.
Thank
Well,
you. for your
thank you.
time.
Thanks for coming out. You guys did wonderful.
Thanks.
All right. Ready to move on to Stadium Turf Field.
Stadium Turf Field. Okay, I had, AstroTurf out.
No, we have one. We'll get one from the school.
Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We had, AstroTurf out to check the Stadium Turf Field, which is now, believe it or not,
5
come on,
and
12 years old.
oh,
Time
He
flies.
said it was in relatively good shape. Friday, I'm having them come out and do a G-Max test, which, test density of the turf. He said it'd be really good to give it a really good deep grooming and add rubber, because a lot of fibers are coming over. Now, the good news is I think we have 20 50-gallon pails of rubber that was left over from the installation. So that should be plenty to redo this. And I'm hoping that the tests come out that we don't, we get another 5, 6, 7 years out of it. So,
What's the name of the company testing it?
AstroTurf.
no, I thought this was. I don't think this was AstroTurf.
Okay, so Tarkett is the overall
Okay.
big company. Okay, and they have AstroTurf, Recorton, Lake Gold, which is the tennis court, and Syntholon.
We've been every year grooming the field. You still have that groomer?
Yeah, we still
thing?
do we still do the grooming, but the deep grooming, we should be a little bit more on a schedule. So, what they recommended was to, like I said, he said feeding the chickens, go out with the rubber, throw that all down before they do the deep grooming. That it should lift the fibers and refill them with the rubber.
Yeah.
We'll
Good.
breeze. This particular turf, remember the old turf was the colors especially were,
Yeah, one color was getting brittle or something.
the white was really getting, a lot of the fibers were lost. So, so far it's in pretty decent shape, other than being kind of matted down and, lost. It's amazing. You go into a locker room after a football game, how much rubber you sweep up.
Yeah, really.
So,
So they recommended doing this, or you have them scheduled to do this?
I had them scheduled to do this.
They're
to map
scheduled
the
to do
testing,
this.
yeah. And so we'll
Okay,
get
for the testing.
for the
Okay.
testing. I don't have the schedule for the grooming yet, because,
Okay.
you know, we're in this kind of a sports season right now.
Mhm.
So it'll probably be more closer to summer, so we do that.
Okay.
Um, Good. Any other?
Yep, nope,
Yeah.
sounds good.
We'll move on to informational. Start off with the enrollment and utilization study. Go over what we
Yeah,
have
sure.
now.
So, at the last board meeting last week, the board approved KCBA to conduct the, facilities review of all the facilities as well as a demographic study. So Al and I met on Monday with KCBA. I think Chris was with us too.
Thank Chris.
And
Yes.
Chris, met with KCBA, the, facilities side of it. And it was, two folks,
Mike Kelly.
I was
Mike.
like, I know Kelly's, Mr. Kelly,
Mike Kelly.
and another architect from their firm. So I think she was an architect. Anyway, after that, Al took them on a tour of each of the elementary schools. We were doing PSSA testing, but they were just moving through the halls just to check and get a handle, on those spaces. They've certainly been in the middle school, through the auditorium project, and they've been in the high school, quite a bit as well. So next steps, they are going to ask building principals with the maps that, the building maps that we have, for the floor maps for each of the buildings, to indicate how they actually use each of those spaces. And when we talked about timing for that, I mean, their whole presentation going through that facilities part is early September. And the other part, the demographic study part, is through Future Think, which is affiliated with KCBA, and we're working on setting up a time to meet with them, for the work that they're going to do from enrollment, where the population is, future growth, if any is anticipated. What's that?
Non-growth.
Correct. I was being optimistic. I'm trying to think what else.
It's basically a lot of questions on the condition of the buildings. You know, like, and they said that we're in pretty good shape as far as, you know, our roofs are upkept, and the buildings themselves are in good shape. They're not, you know, falling down or anything like that. Mechanically, you know, there's some things that we all know that we need to do to upgrade our buildings. The base, the boilers and things like that have been, you know, replaced over the last several years. Anything else?
So maybe you can think about too, for our next meeting that we're together, just as far as a timeline that you would want us to communicate. We said early September for when they can come and do a presentation, either to this committee or in a special meeting or whatever it may be. You know, I think there would be a good public presentation at that time. And they would be there to answer questions, obviously. Yeah.
So would they give us a preview before the full scale?
Oh, I'm sure they'll have it. Yeah. I mean, we can have it whenever we say we're hoping to have it done, which I said early September as a time frame. You know, we can preview it either here and then ask preliminary questions, and if there's other things that you want them to consider, and then they can go back and do it, and you can do a you know, more public meeting soon after that. But September really is the time in which you would want to start having those conversations again.
Am I remembering that KCBA did the study to renovate the building at Durham Knox? Was sort of when Tenneco was done.
I don't think
Wasn't
KCBA was in.
Somebody.
Yeah, I don't think they were in the picture at that time. I think the first thing we worked with them was over at the middle school when we were looking at a fitness center.
But anyway,
Yeah.
okay.
I
So-
would be surprised if there were new things that you heard as far as like our facilities, because, you know, you sort of get regular updates on controls and HVAC systems and roofs and all those types of things, but who knows?
So did you say they actually toured all three of the elementary
Mhm.
schools? And then, like you said, they're pretty familiar with these two buildings.
Correct.
So on that tour, they were kind of doing inspections as well, is what you're saying, and making note of things that they were seeing.
Kind of eyes on, yeah.
Okay, okay. All right.
And we just got a comprehensive plan from Nakamixon Township, so we'll share that. I guess it's their strategic or comprehensive plan. So that just came in end of last week or beginning of this week. So we'll
Beginning of, yeah.
forward that along, and they'll get the comprehensive plans from our other townships and boroughs. So, any questions?
Nope.
All right.
Right.
Oh,
Can I have a question from the audience?
Oh, yes.
So it's my understanding that the RFP is going out and we're gonna be discussing this first time around in September.
So, no, like, I mean, I think this is really good, but I almost think this adds confusion. Like, the RFP went out, we awarded it, we voted on it last Wednesday, KCBA is doing it.
Right.
So this is, you're just updating us that you had that meeting, which you
Yep.
told us before we even approved it, you had,
Yep.
you know, scheduled in anticipation of it being approved.
Yep.
And then the anticipation is that they will have, at least as far as the buildings go, in
The whole
September.
thing.
Oh, the whole thing. Okay, that's
Yes.
what I was,
We
okay.
haven't met with Future Think yet,
Mhm.
because again, it was just board approved last week. So
Right, yeah,
uh,
sure.
the whole, I would anticipate the whole, both
Oh,
sides of that.
great. I was
the same.
hoping that.
Yes.
So, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right,
good.
that's why I apologize.
That's okay.
Confusion came because I'm like, so they're gonna do the whole, they'll have everything prepared and ready to go
Yeah.
by September.
That's what we shared on Monday. That was like early
Not
September.
August.
There's no rush really, but
so did you say the next?
I said early September. I didn't
Okay.
say August. I mean, as far as pulling everyone together, September seems to be when we get rolling, but I said September if you want me to.
I mean, if they have it before then, can we get a preview before then? How's that?
That's a good idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Because my only, the reason why I bring that up is because, we know how things move. And
Mhm.
and God bless Mr. Hollowell here, that we're already anticipating hopefully doing something by next fiscal year. But if we roll into September, which rolls in October, we start a budget meeting in December.
Well, we talked about that with Chris and with Al, and, you know, to back it up to September, because we shared their budget. We start building next year's budget in September and October. So
Right,
that's why that was targeted as, when we start those conversations,
right.
have that information.
Sooner is always better than later. Knowing that how, we've been trying for a
few
decade now.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Yes.
thanks.
And did you say their next step was to, meet with building administrators to inquire about how specific space is used?
So they're gonna
That's
share,
another
yep,
next step.
floor plans of each building
Floor plans,
with
yeah.
the building administrators, so they can share how they actually use the space.
Mhm. Okay. And that'll be all 5 buildings.
Correct.
Gotcha.
All right, any other questions?
That's it.
All right, yeah, I mean, I don't think it hurts if they have it done in July to just let us know it's done.
Okay.
You know, that doesn't mean we're gonna meet in July to go over it, but,
Notification.
if they've been given a target, I'd hate for them to go, well, we could get this done, but we can put this on the back burner
Sure.
and jump on another project.
Sure.
So, I mean, I agree. So, you know, sooner the better, but I want them to have a, you know, obviously get everything done and have time to get everything
Yeah.
that's necessary. But then we could decide at that point, if we hear in the beginning of August that they're ready to go, then we can always, you know, do a poll and see if, you know, we would want to have, because I personally think it would probably, and this is just me, so the rest of us all to decide, but I personally think it would be good to get a preview.
Mhm.
And like you said, there might be things that we say, oh, we thought this might be in it, or could this be,
Sure.
or whatnot. and then, have something that's a full presentation to, the community.
Buildings and grounds meets in August, don't we?
Yes,
I feel like we always talk about
Yeah, we
summer
would.
projects
we usually
and,
go through summer
Okay.
projects in August.
Okay, thank you.
sure.
Backstop.
Okay, baseball field backstop. We got one quote from, Triborough, and I had a meeting set up with Keystone Sports on Friday and another with Sports Field Specialties on next Tuesday. So I'll get the 3 quotes that way for that.
Okay, great, thank
You
you.
get 3.
And mortar.
Let's hit the water. Sorry, were you gonna say something?
The backstop will be done this summer, or we wait till later in the year, fall?
I would say over the summer, yeah. I mean, obviously for next,
Yeah, we got
Next
fall
year's budget.
until spring, but
Right.
you're not gonna wait till spring.
now. Tanika water tank, I can just say it was completed March 28th, which was that Saturday after our last meeting, so
Okay.
everything's done there. No leaks. I feel a lot better. Sleep at night
You're not
without
filling up
flooding out.
Filling up that basement, are you?
Yeah, yeah, don't do that. Treatment plant project, we're just finalizing, all the, specs for the, project. They are, they actually started with some of the outside work that they could do, the creek crossing and stuff like that. We're scheduled to go as soon as school's ended on that project.
Okay,
The equipment is on
Everything, yeah,
schedule.
everything's on schedule. They said that the plant itself should be actually done in May, June, but they're not to deliver till after July 1st, because, well, we're gonna need time to, get the pad, or close up the existing, and get the pad in, cured, and all that.
You already have plans for Bridget, for the administrators to either work from home or move to Springfield or,
I will come up with something,
okay.
but I don't have anything, I haven't communicated. They're in PSA world right now. No, we'll,
Okay.
we'll make it work.
or
All
just
right.
don't let them drink.
Yeah.
Or go to the
Well,
bathroom.
for the porta potties, I said,
Well,
they,
part,
you know,
part of the bid process is they have to, the holding tank is gonna be kept in place. So they'll be pumping that out.
Yeah.
And that's part of, they figure in X number of gallons by going off of our previous years.
Sure.
So. Yeah, it's all part of the project. We don't have
See
to
that, they were
totally
ahead of us.
yeah.
We don't have to totally shut down.
And
The holding tank will actually be the last thing that is filled in and covered over, once that's done.
So the work that we did last year, 2 years ago on the road and manhole covers and stuff. See a
Fix
difference?
that.
Oh, big difference.
Good.
A huge difference.
Oh, that was the influence
The
and
influ-
affluence.
The influence, yeah.
I learned new words.
Yeah, it was, we would have, especially if we had a little bit of rain, we'd have 30,000 gallons. Now we got like 7,000 or 8,000 gallons. So and that's a normal,
So it doesn't
for
fluctuate
a
that
normal
much?
school day.
Doesn't fluctuate when the rain comes in anymore so
No.
much.
We did have one, I think we still have to do between high school and Durham Knock-and-Mixon, because that runs through the baseball field, or the fields, I should say. I have a funny feeling there's something there that's,
You got a drain coming off the warehouse.
yeah.
Huh.
Well, we have the warehouses connected to that line as
But
well.
not the storm.
Not the storm, no. Okay. The Durham Knox Emergency Generator Project, they're ready to go. Everything's been signed. Just waiting on a date to have a pre-construction meeting with them. The plan is as soon as school is, no matter where we're at, as soon as school ends, I'm gonna get that, rented generator off the property. And save a lot of money on rentals.
You're gonna put the Still doesn't work at all anymore?
No,
So you need it
it
at the
doesn't
warehouse.
actually, I mean, where the generator part, it's kind of opposite. Generator part is okay. It's
Engine?
the engine that's,
Huh.
yeah, but, yeah, it's non-repairable. And then the last one is the high school emergency generator. I have good news. The repairs are complete. Expected to install, next week sometime. Total costs on that was $14,700. And compared to, you know,
300.
what's that?
What's 300 to replace it?
It wasn't quite 300. I think it was like 200 and some 25. So we'll get some years out of that.
All right, great.
Next meeting, I'll have the, summer projects as well as the, schedule for next year for our buildings and grounds meetings.
All right, great. Are there any questions, comments from the committee?
Did you get your fuel price yet?
No, thanks for reminding me. May 5th is a bid opening for the, IU bid for fuel. So, yeah, I know, I'm kind of worried about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Anything from
Can't do it.
audience? Questions, comments? All right, thank you very much.
Next meeting will be May 27th, 2026.